Did Nike just drop one of the most beautiful ads I've ever seen? Nike released their third short film titled You Can't Stop Us in June 2020, marking the NBA's return. The film was highly commended for its editing, which used a dynamic split screen. It showcased 36 different athletes, ranging from amateur to professional, whilst relating the kinetic movement of each sport to one another. The main message of this film was quite simply, nothing is impossible to get through provided we do it together. According to Nike, it took over 4,000 hours of individual pieces of footage and highlights to create this seamless 90-second film. It may not sound like a lot of work, but being able to cut down that much footage into such a short amount of time is mind-blowing, and I cannot commend the editors enough. Good editing is just the icing on the cake. For an advertisement to have an impact on the audience, the message needs to be strong and memorable. And fortunately for Nike, they're known to create advertisements with powerful narratives that take current societal issues into consideration. I mean, seriously, let's take a look at some of the most recent advertisements. Previous film had the powerful message that anybody could do anything that they set their mind to, provided they did not give up. All narrated by LeBron James, one of the most dominant basketball players of our current generation. All that was illustrated with professional athletes going through their lowest of lows and slowly building up to when they get back up on their feet again. All this creating an advertisement that doesn't truly feel like an advertisement. Nike truly makes you feel like you're watching a short film. Not once did they ever push you to purchase their product. The main reason they create these advertisements is so you remember them. You remember them for being the brand that creates empowering messages. You remember them for being the brand that athletes trust with their beliefs. And most importantly, you remember them being the brand that stands by you. Call it virtue signaling, but it really does work. Customers are more inclined to lean towards companies that show that they have good morals, that show that they care about their customers and their values. So, why did they create this advertisement? Well, I think the better question is, why now? Why did they choose to deliver this advertisement now?
Well, at the time of recording, the world is currently going through a global pandemic. COVID-19 took the world by storm, overtaking 2020 completely, leaving many of us anxious for the safety of our future. 2020 also saw a time of natural disasters around the world, along with protests worldwide against police brutality and racial injustice. Nike touched on these topical issues, empathizing with their viewers. The short film showcased workers in hazmat suits spraying down a stadium, reminding people that we as a society are trying our best to make the future safer. Alongside these shots, it showcased athletes from various sports taking a knee during the American anthem in heart of the protests.
The ad portrays resilience in these trying times. It doesn't speak to just one audience, rather through humanity as a whole, which creates a feeling of togetherness for the viewers.
It aimed to show that humanity is never truly alone, which becomes our greatest ally. It allows us to believe that as a society, we'll come together for a change.
The advertisement itself was vastly successful, reaching a wide audience. At the time of recording this, it has over 50 million views. It was taken positively on the internet, inspiring viewers and hopefully other advertisers to take the same stance during these tough times. A large portion as to why this advertisement was so successful directly correlates to its message and how it was cohesively edited with the footage. The tone, energy, and context was consistent throughout the entire film, leaving viewers uplifted at the end.
It showed various household athlete names, from LeBron James all the way to Cristiano Ronaldo, all by being narrated by famous soccer player Naomi Rapioe. Yet, it also showed us as a society, detailing people in the niqab all the way to the LGBT community. The split-screen editing showed how all sports were connected and how all athletes, no matter amateur or professional, shared similar values. It represented the idea of coming together even through different sports, beliefs, and races.
The ad itself felt so raw as opposed to constructed. It's very real and emotionally charged, moving the message far beyond the world of sports. It makes us truly believe its core truth, that no matter our differences, as long as we can come together, we can fight for a better future. It's an advertisement that stays true to Nike as a company, and it's evident that Nike knows its audience very well. It truly goes to show that the right message at the right time can have a powerful impact more than anybody could ever imagine.